OPEC decision was really kind of the second blow to oil prices yesterday. We were already trading a bit lower, and the way it worked out during the trading day here in the Middle East, the OPEC announcement came hours after people were already digesting the tariff decision, which had happened Wednesday in the U.S., but people woke up to it on Thursday here in the region. So we were already trading lower because of concerns about those tariffs, increasing inflation, hurting economic activity, which is something that we've been dealing with throughout this year, really. Oil has been very volatile already, but staying in that range, and we just kind of went way below that. We lost about 7%, give or take, yesterday because that OPEC increase was much higher than expected. We expected OPEC to kind of roll over the increase that we're seeing here in April, but they went really hard in May.
Okay, the question is why? Why did OPEC decide to bring forward the timing of the extra barrel production to the market? Why did they do this now?
Yeah, so it had been a long, kind of convoluted formula to bring this oil production back, and really they're bringing up basically three times as much, so 3 months of increase in one, basically. So as you say, bringing that forward, we're still unwinding some of those voluntary cuts that some of the OPEC Plus members have made. And they're looking at inventories, seeing them not as high maybe as they thought. Of course, one of the factors that we've been looking at all along, really, since COVID, has been the recovery of China. That demand there is still sluggish, not coming back as much as they would have wanted to support the market. But we're not seeing that build up in inventories. Perhaps also there's some thinking by OPEC that a lot of the members had been cheating on their quotas anyway, overproducing anyway. So maybe these quotas kind of grow into the production, as you will, for some of those producers. And then there's the idea that they have been losing market share with the Trump administration that wants to increase production. Now, whether that's going to happen or not because of the low oil prices, that's another question. Maybe OPEC trying to forestall some of that by bringing down the price a little bit here.
But will this ensure that there's discipline within the group if they've come out with this decision and all of a sudden increase production way more than what anyone had anticipated? What does that do to, one, cohesion and discipline within OPEC Plus?
For cohesion, it keeps people on the same page. So a lot of these decisions are made with cohesion, but now we're kind of seeing a shift away from that support the price, keep cohesion, to kind of getting oil back in the market so that members are content that they're getting their oil in the market, that they're getting that revenue. Now, for some of those members that are overproducing, you might think, well, they've got a higher level, won't they just produce a little bit more? That's possible for some members, yes, that have spare capacity. Most of the global spare capacity is within OPEC now. But some of those members that have been overproducing, for example, we've got Kazakhstan because they've brought some new fields on. We've got Iraq that has been pumping more and potentially could pump more if they bring the northern Kurdish regions back on. So some of those members might be a little bit more constrained, and so they might be able to live with those higher quotas. We'll have to see how that goes. We've always been talking as well about the UAE in terms of their production. They've got a lot of spare capacity, so they could do more and have had some more generous quotas.
Yeah.
So we'll really have to see if they are able to maintain that cohesion and how countries feel about a new, potentially lower price.